Righty guys, you've just got yourself a fresh new winch just like myself, and what we need to do is get the rope pre-tensioned. Out of the box they come pre-spooled, which is great, saves you loads of time. But before we use it in a recovery situation, we need to make sure that the rope is really got that tension and ready to pull and work like a winch needs to work. What that eliminates is any sort of damage on the rope. It eliminates any binding, and it basically locks the rope up, which is not very good. And ultimately it could damage the drum itself, and we don't want to do that because that could be quite costly. Winches are very simple to operate, simple to use. Mine is a wireless one, or it is also wired, so I can use it in the cab or outside the vehicle if I need to stand well away, which is very handy, especially for what we're going to be doing today if you're on your own. If you've got a friend, employ the services of your friend, get it sort of hooked up on the back of his vehicle, and then you can sort of tension the rope and pull yourself in that way, which is really good, and it's fun. Both of you are learning something if the other person doesn't know, and it's a great way to do something together. If you're like myself, get yourself a sort of in a secluded area like a woods, wrap your denim rope around a tree or hook it up with your tree strap, and that way you protect the tree. It's nice and safe, you're away from everybody else. I've got a high-vis vest with me. I'm going to chuck that over the rope just in case I've got any people coming in the area. I'll do that. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Right guys, we're just about to start. One thing I need to mention is when you use your winch, make sure that your engine is running, especially if you've got a single battery. The winch has a huge demand on the battery, and the alternator can struggle to keep up with keeping that battery sort of charged up. So that is massively important in any sort of recovery situation. If you have a dual battery system, that does help, but it's always good practice to keep that engine running. It keeps everything sort of safe and easy. So yeah, and then with the winch itself, you can't spool an entire 30-meter spool in one go. You'll not only damage the battery, you'll drain it most likely, or you can basically burn out the motor on your winch. It doesn't have a constant duty cycle, so it needs to be done in stages. So it is highly recommended that you either break it up in small sections. So if you've got a 30-meter run, do it in sort of 10-meter sections, depending on obviously the situation. If you're very bogged, then you want to even make that smaller, because the amount of strain and the power that the winch needs to take up can play a massive factor on your battery drain. So massive point to note. Right, let's get this winch untensioned and let's get it spooled out. So pretty simple with the remote, very easy to operate. Right, so I've just released the winch on the Kelvin hook. Now I'm going to spool it. I'm going to release the clutch and spool everything out. Got it. I've just unspooled all the rope. However, we are not going to tension immediately straight off the drum, because this will put a massive strain on the drum itself. So what we're going to do is, without it being hooked up anywhere, we're going to take in the slack, probably about 8 to 10 reels on the drum, and once that's ready, we'll hook it up, put some tension on it, and then we'll spool from there. It will help keep all the rope nice and neat and nice and tensioned. So let's get into it. Righty guys, the last 5 to 10 meters does not have to be pre-tensioned all the way back to the vehicle. So you can just use your body weights and then control it in that way, make sure it goes on nice and neat on the drum. It just helps when in a recovery situation you can just rip it off the winch pretty quickly onto that recovery point, which is very handy. So yeah, another top tip for you guys is make sure you have a pair of gloves, denim rope. Don't have to go all out, but if you want to use leather, you're more than welcome to. Leather is generally used for cable, because when those little strands fray and they sort of stick out, they can tear your hands right up. So denim rope, it just eliminates any rope burn. And that's the last thing you need, is unnecessary injuries out on the tracks. So if the video was any help to you guys, appreciate it, friends. Smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Loads of different stuff, from engraving to stuff with bikes, and then we're doing a lot of stuff with 4-wheel drives now. So yeah, if that's the kind of thing in, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.